Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. So, welcome back to the Go Easy channel. This is Abuzo. So, today I will talk about a ELTS speaking part. As we know, I'm doing English preparation for a ELT test, which one is International English Language Testing System. So, today I will have the part 1, part 2, part 3. So, just start with the part 1. In part 1, there will be the general topic. So according to that, just I have to speak for 5 minutes or 6 minutes according to the topic. The second part there will be the cue cards. So in cue card, just I will have the 1 minute for preparation. Once I will done the preparation, then I will speak for 2 minutes without this topic. And the part three there will be the follow up question. So let's start with the part one. So the part one topic is headphones. So the first question is, do you use headphones? Yes, I used to use headphones. I remember last time I bought a one headphone that was Samsung. The second question is, what type of headphone do you use? I used the Samsung headphone, which one I had bought from the Flipkarts. And the sounds of the headphone is top in the heels considered to the other brands because the bass and the battery and everything was always considered to the other brands. Third question is, when do you use headphones? I used to use a headphone while listening to music. Apart from it, when I am cooking and while having the conversation with our family, then in meantime I'm using. I remember in the last week I made a chicken. So while making chicken, I used to wear the headphones and I utilized that hour into a study part. So I used to listen while cooking. Okay. First question is, what the condition you don't use a headphones? I would say when I am traveling from one location to the other location, and as well as when I am driving a car or a bicycle. So in meantime, I'm not using because I need to concentrate on the roads. On the other hand, when I am going outside with my friend and family, so on that time I'm not using because it is rude to not listen his conversation. The second question is second topic is first topic we have completed. So now I will go for the second topic. The second topic is shoes. Okay. Do you like buying a shoes? How often? I used to buy a shoes once in a year. I remember in the before 6 months ago, I bought one shoes that was a Jara shoes from the Canvas Place. Even though that shoes is still running now, and the quality and everything was amazing to the other things. Okay, the second question is: have you ever bought a shoes online? Yes, yes, I bought a one shoes that was a casual shoes, and apart from it, I also purchased a one shoes for my father, and that was also a casual shoes. And overall, the quality and everything was good. And on the top of that, one thing I like the most, which one was when the shoes is not fit on the legs. So in the meantime, we can request for we can request for a cancel or for replacements within 2 days. They will replace this policy I like the most considered to the other product. Okay, how much money you how much money do you usually spend on shoes? I would say I used to expend the money approximately 3,000 to 4,000 on the shoes, because as we know, if we will expend a little bit money on the shoes, the quality and everything will not will be the goods. So I would say, if we are buying a costly one, then probably that will run for a 1 year, and then we will get the benefits of the money and as well as the quality of a product. The fourth question is, which do you prefer, fashionable shoes or comfortable shoes? This is interesting questions. I would prefer comfortable shoes, because fashionable shoes is might be heavier, so I do not feel comfortable when I am going on the markets or going to office. So I would prefer the comfortable shoes. So that will be the comforted, because when I will go, then I can run, or I will have the comfortable zone, so I can relax while doing the job, so I can untuck my shoes while walking. So that facility can be beneficial for my things. So first part is completed. Now I will go for the second part. So just in second part, let me cross check with the topics, because last time I had done the I had done the about the building. So let's see what are the option now, because I haven't checked the Q code question. So just I will let me cross check what are the things are left here. So you can, this is the describe a place where you go to outdoor activities. Yeah, I had done this one. So now I will go for the other ones. Let's see what are the options. Describe a city of also recommended to leave. Yes, I have done. Okay. Describe a time someone asked it opinion. Yes, I have done. Okay. Hmm. Missed the appointment. Yes. Uh-huh. Describe a time you were busy. Yes, I have done. Busy times. Yes. I told about my brother. That was our previous questions. Oh, this is an interesting questions. Okay, the question is, but I haven't done the preparation, so I need the 1 minute to prepare. So just the question is, describe a childhood friends. Okay, who is the person, and how you know, how you become a friends with this person. What kind of things you like to do with his friends? Explain why you like him. Okay, so now I have a 1 minute to prepare. So just I will prepare the topics. After 1 minute, I will come back with the explanation. Okay, thank you. So 1 minute is completed. Now I will explain about my best friends. So the best friends, as we know, the best friends is playing the key role in our daily lives. Today I will talk about one of my best friends. His name is Faz, and he is from Darbhanga. I remember we were doing a project regarding the science equipment. So on the on the experiment hall, we met together, because I was the person who was handling my project, and he was the person in the other teams, and that boy who was the handling to each other. So when the teacher came, we were explaining about the project and the equipment. How can we had done the research on that? So once he finished his speech, after that I started my speech, and overall I explained everything. But there was two three errors while explaining. But however, uh, our teachers who liked our project and on that things, that boy he came to me and we met each others while explaining the project. After that, I remember I was too shy to talk to the person, but he started talking to me. Then I introduced and everything. Then we made a friends. Apart from it's uh, when I had the doubts or when I am used to stuck with my schedule, he used to make me understand, and as well as I was making understand to him when he was stuck. So overall, it was a very good experience in our school time. On top of that, one thing I like the most on his characters, like whatever he was teaching to us, that was a marvelous. Like his explaining powers and on the and making understand one person to other person, it was topping the hill because when he was making the understand, like we are assuming that we are in the moods. So what he was explaining, it was a truly to be beside of our necessary things. So that was making the sense, and we used to do it. So like that's I like the most apart from it. And on the other hand, I used to go party or we used to explore the varieties of foods. And in the last, in 6 months before, we were living in a New Delhi and we were developing our English skills. And most of the times we used to go outside and we were speaking English in the public places. That things it admire the most, and we develop many things while speaking in the public place because our hesitations and everything had gone, and now we are capable of to speak English in front of anyone in the public places. So that was the positive points of his and our my experience on his best friends. So now I will go for the part three. Let's start with the part three. What are the topics is part three? Let's see. Follow up question. So first question is, and how do people make a new friends? As per my views, most of the peoples when we are going one place to the other place, like if we are moving in the public place and we are sitting in the box, so we used to talk to the unknown person and we are introducing him or how. Then while doing the conversation we met each other and we collapse our thoughts, then we made the friends. The second question is, what do you think make a friends have a long makes a people have a long friends? As per my views, most of the people have the long friends. They are a childhood friends whenever they were working in the schools or they are doing the project. So they have the long friends. Even I have the long friends whose name is friends, and we were friends we have been friends for the 6 years, and even though still we are, and we are helping to each other. So as per my views, in our India, most of the people who used to make the long relationship or make a good friends for a long time. The third question is, does it make a things easier in a friends if you have a similar interest? Does it makes things easier in a friendship if you have the similar interest? As for my views, yeah, if our thought is matching to the each other, and like I like the chicken and he also like the chicken. So what will happen when we will visit in the location? Then we will order the both things, and it it gives like a positive energy things. Like when we are having the same equality, then there is no dissimilarity between the person who was esteeming that. So whenever we have to use this. The fourth question is, how do people make a friends now? As per my view, and now the social media in the contemporary world, social media is so popular. People used to make friends on the Facebooks or Twitters or the Wikipedia. Apart from it, when the people who is going outside or going in the restaurants, they used to do the conversation. So while doing the conversation, they met each other. Okay, the first question is, do you think we meet new people differently now when in the past? Do you think we met a new people differently now when it was a yes? Yes, definitely. When we were in 1994, we were not familiar with these things, how it is called. But now we have the more technology and more things to do in our contemporary world. So we used to go out, we used to solve our solution from one person to the other person. What do you think? What type of personality do people of the young generation admire? Personality generation. As per my view, in the contemporary worlds, most of people who was admiring related to the fitness, like in these days, fitness are on the trending in our India and as well as in the many countries. Because whenever the our cricketers or the person who is very fitness, so that things admire to the young people do to do the fitness. On the other hand, when any examination going on and when a person who had done the good scores in the examination, so that thing is also admired to the youngsters to do whatever his desire and whatever they want to achieve. So according to that, they used to make it. Okay. The sixth question is, how do people in your country make a friends these days? In my countries, most of the people who used to make a friends like on the social media or they are going on the parks. So while going parks, they used to make a friends. On the other hand, if a person who is moving from the other foreigner country, so on that things, they used to make new friends and while having the conversation with the foreigner people, so they used to make friends on that location. That's all about the speaking part. So I have covered the whole things day by day. Inshallah, I will increase. So thank you for now.